how do young people say it these days? Ah, yes, I did not like their vibes, if you know what I mean.
Halloween is around the corner.
Hooray!
Are you ready to trick or treat? You want some candy?
Bruh.
Relax. Don't take that the wrong way. We're gonna watch some scary videos. It's really hard to find some scary videos. We're gonna watch a little animation. Let's get right into it. The name of it is
I know for the past
it's called Enter the Twisted World of Taxidermy. Okay. Who's that? Some Fortnite ass character.
Hey guys, what's up? I know for the past few days I haven't recorded or posted any video. And you guys have been messaging me on social media for my whereabouts.
How are the glasses
I know
on
you
his
guys
head?
get worried about me and excited to watch every one of my new videos. So here I am recording a new one for you.
Can you hold the camera still, bruh?
However, this video is probably the most special video I've ever recorded, as a few weeks prior, I received an interesting email from Eva Millers.
Who's
I
that?
know what you guys are. Eva Miller is a British artist who was born in 1945 to a middle-class family living in Cornwall.
What?
She was fascinated by animals. However, she wasn't introduced to taxidermy until the death of her pet dog when she was around 15. She wasn't ready to part with her dog.
Oh, that dog. Yo, oh my God.
Seeing his heartbroken daughter, Eva's dad approached
What?
the taxidermist and made sure her dog was with her forever. And chances are,
Why is it on the
I'll
TV
get to
stand?
finally meet Eva Miller.
What are we watching, guys? Yo, who is this Fortnite ass character, bruh? Look like a default skin. Yo. Elsa?
You must be Mario Santiago.
Mario?
I'm Eva, by the way.
Bruh. What? Okay. What are we watching right now? What?
You need not record everything just yet, young man. I will give you enough time to record and picture each and every taxidermized animal in my home. First, have some snacks with me.
Wow, I don't want to eat anything that you...
Sure. Thanks, Miss Miller. Also, thank you for allowing me to come here and film your collection. I feel incredibly honored.
He sure looked like it. Yo, he looked like he was having a great time.
I have had offers from many photographers and filmmakers over the years to come film and picture my collection. But, how do young people say it these days? Ah, yes, I did not like their vibes, if you know what I mean.
Bruh.
So,
Why are we zooming into her face?
I picked you. Oh, don't be surprised, son. I know some of your hip words. I have.
Why is she hovering? Yo, no way her feet can't touch the floor. How's she?
For the snacks.
Bro, this is pissing me off.
Sure, no problem, son. This was my first husband's house. I moved to the States with him, and when my second husband passed away, I moved back here.
Bro, this... Why your dog look like that? Mario, pet him, man. He's saying help?
I'm almost done with my coffee. Can we start the tour?
He was drinking coffee. Oh, he's done.
Gear up, young
done.
man.
He's cooked.
Are about to...
Corpses. Ew!
Was at some point or other displayed in an
Why he walking like that?
exhibition. Now,
He's sliding across the...
people have seen.
Yeah. Where did they just come from? What's behind him? What? Oh my... Yo, why did that scare me? Why did that low-key scare me, bro?
This here is Jeff. He was the first security guard when I came into this house with my first husband, Dave. This here
Ew,
is
Mr. Incredible looking
we
head
hired him
ass.
after Jeff passed. Isn't he amazing? Mario, aren't you going to say hello to Dave?
Hello.
Yo, Mario looked like he's off a perk.
And who do we have here? These are my kids. This is Jocelyn, my eldest. Then we have Luke and my baby Kevin.
He has no eyes.
Jocelyn died of leukemia at 14. Luke and Kevin
Bro, this is
passed
actually
away
kinda
in a
creepy.
car accident.
Oh
It
my
was Dave's
God.
very first car. He died with them that night, too. These are Caitlin,
Who
Maddie,
is that?
and Mira. When I moved here after Alex's death, I met these three. They were widows like me, too, and soon we became a tight-knit group. Unfortunately, all of them passed away before me of old age. We used to drink tea, play cards, and gossip.
I don't know what's worse.
Almost everyone
Oh
I
my
was close
gosh.
to in my life is present here in this room. This part of my collection is very dear to me. That's why I never displayed it in any exhibitions. By now, what you are about to see is where the real magic happened.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, now she's
Come in. This is the
she's a
most
freak.
important part
She
of the
kept
tour, young
everybody
man.
that she was close
People
to
need to see where
in her
Eva
house.
Miller was.
They're all dead. Her house probably stink. You have a nice upstairs, but your basement looks like a murder house. Mario! Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Just started to wonder when you will come, Austin. I was tired of walking so much with this idiot. My old legs give up soon these days. I will start working on him tomorrow. I'm
what is
looking into taking
happening?
him now. Today was good. Everything went as planned. I've always wanted a chap like him in my collection. He'd look good with the girl we completed last month. Stupid boy walked right into our trap. The stupid boy. Now, help me get to my bedroom first. My legs are breaking.
As she's gliding up the steps. Who is that? Austin. Austin. Talk to me, bruh. You look tired. Who is that? That's it? Let's just erase that one from our brain, okay? That was actually kind of weird.
My name is Brandon White, and I used to get food from the McDonald's restaurant close to my house every day.
Oh, every day?
A couple of months ago, I walked in to get something and was attended
Oh!
by a female employee named Mary.
Mary,
She was
you
middle-aged,
got a
had
schnoz.
short brown hair. The next few days after meeting her weren't that different from the first. But as more days went by, I began to notice something strange about Mary. For starters, Mary was always the one taking my orders. This was unusual for McDonald's.
How?
To make things worse,
She just
the
worked there.
conversations she tried to have with me only became weirder and left me uncomfortable in most situations. She would say strange things like how I looked so sexy and tasty, and sometimes ask me questions
Tasty?
that no employee. Eventually,
Bro, the
I began
nose- the
visiting
nose is
another
killing me.
McDonald's far away from my house, deciding against reporting Mary and getting her fired. A couple of weeks went by, and one day, I walked into the new McDonald's and saw Mary working at the counter. I was shocked and expected her to tell me if she was filling in for someone, but instead, Mary acted as if she'd never left the old McDonald's and didn't address the situation at all. She resumed her
How'd she get the
usual
job?
attempts at small talk and disturbing remarks, but I simply ignored everything she
How did she-
said,
how did she get
got
the
my
job?
order, and left. I decided not to go to McDonald's for a while,
Yeah.
and only had it
Why are
when
you
a few
going to
friends
McDonald's
placed
anyway?
orders
Wendy's
at their
is better.
apartments. One afternoon, while walking home after getting groceries, someone suddenly bumped into me out of nowhere,
Let me guess.
and most of my groceries failed.
Mary, I can
I
tell.
bent over to pick them up, and the woman who had bumped into me began apologizing as she joined me to pick up the groceries. When I looked up to thank her,
No.
she could see Mary standing.
Oh my gosh.
I remained in silence.
Bro, I
Mary
can't-
finally said,
She
"Well,
can
young
smell
man,
the world with
I'm in
that.
a hurry, so sorry about that."
She can smell what I had last
left.
week.
As I got home, I realized my house keys weren't on me. But I was in a hurry and figured I had probably left without them. So I quickly got my spare key from under the mat, dropped my groceries inside, and left to meet up with my colleagues.
Mary.
Later that night,
Bro.
I was alone in my living room watching HBO when my phone rang.
HBO Max? It's called
Yo,
Max
my
now.
phone rang. I was curious about who could be calling me so late at night, so I answered with a simple, hello? There wasn't a voice on the other end, but I could hear someone breathing heavily for
I
about
knew
a
it. I
minute
knew
before
somebody
finally
was
hearing
breathing.
a whispery voice say, "Come upstairs." I ended the call immediately, assuming it was some kids playing a prank, but something about it felt off, and despite my efforts, I couldn't stop thinking about it, and how I felt someone was in my home earlier that day. About 3 minutes later, my phone rang
So
again.
you didn't check his
It
house
was
before
the
it?
same number. I simply ignored it and tried to focus on something else. That's when I heard a noise coming from upstairs. I quickly switched off the TV and decided to listen more closely to make sure I wasn't hearing things. Sure enough, I heard a loud noise from upstairs, followed by another, and soon enough,
I'm
I
out
could
the
tell
house.
they were footsteps.
I'm
and
gone
someone
if I
was
see
actually
something
in
like
my
this.
home. I quickly grabbed my phone and called the police before heading to the kitchen and grabbing a
I'm
knife.
not
The
even
house was
wasting
silent for
time.
the
If they're
next few
upstairs,
minutes,
I'm
so I
out the
began
front
to walk
door
up the
calling
stairs slowly
911.
to make
Post it
sure
up
there
like
was
somebody's in my
actually
house.
only one room left to check.
That looked like a
And
bird
as I
knife.
opened the door to the guest room, I was filled with a feeling of relief as all I could see was an empty room. And the sense of relief I had just gotten was quickly overcome with fear. As out of the corner of my eye, I could see a figure standing behind the door. Before I could say anything, the person jumped on me, knocking the knife out of my hand and settling on top of me, pinning both my arms under her.
She just
At
wanted
that
some.
moment, all I could feel was terror as Mary
She
looked
wanted
me
to
dead in the
slob
eyes
all over
before
that.
proceeding to grab the knife I had dropped. Mary slowly brought her head closer to me and began to sniff me, like she was taking in deep breaths.
Oh, she don't need to take
My
deep
skin
breaths. She
began
just
to
need
crawl, and I began
go
to struggle to get free.
little sniff is
but there was
all
no
she needed.
use, as Mary was a lot heavier than I was. She eventually stopped sniffing me and proceeded to say, "Oh, I missed you so much, baby. But you've been avoiding me lately. You looked so tasty today. I had to see you. And well, now I have to take a little bite."
Bro, she's spitting
She
everywhere.
smiled and continued, "Now, it'll hurt a little, but I'm sure you don't mind, darling." Mary quickly brought down the knife on my hand, taking my pinky finger clean off.
Took off
Pain
his
shot
whole
through my body, and I
hand.
couldn't help but let out a piercing scream. Blood began to spill everywhere, and Mary couldn't hold back her laugh as she threw my finger in her mouth and chewed it down until nothing remained. At that point, I had begun to close my eyes as I slowly lost consciousness. "Find out, baby. You didn't call them, did you?" One look at the woman in front of me, and I could tell she was absolutely crazy.
Bro, I'm boxing her as soon as I.
The woman was physically
What you doing in my house,
so I
bitch?
decided
Whole
I was willing
hand.
to go.
His whole
"I'm
hand.
so sorry. I didn't know it was you waiting for me, so I called them. Just let me go down there and send them away, and I'll be right back." I bolted downstairs with one thing in mind: get as far away from Mary as I could. As I stepped out of the house, I was met by a group of officers. They asked if anyone else was in the house before storming in and exiting with Mary in the next few minutes. I hope my story has helped you all realize that we really know nothing about the people who serve us and our families at McDonald's. In my case, I met a crazy serial killer who posed as a happy-go-lucky woman, but in your case, it just might be the devil who hands you your Happy Meal with a smile on their face.
She cuts off his whole hand, and my man's did not acknowledge it once after the cops pulled up. The cops saw his bloody hand, didn't say, "Oh, your hand." They just said, "Is there anybody else inside?" And then they go and get her, take her away, and now he just go back inside like he not missing a fucking finger, or yo, okay. No, I think that's enough. I think that's enough for today. I don't think I'll be okay after watching those two videos because I think I got cursed a little bit. Make sure you guys drop a like if you did like this video. If you want to see more of these types of like animation videos, definitely let me know. Drop some suggestions. Yeah, thank you guys for coming. Thank you for chilling. I'll see you guys in the next video and hopefully it's soon. Peace.